Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday, June 10th, 2025 Tyngsborough School Committee meeting. My name is Mike Flanagan, Superintendent of Schools, and I call this meeting to order. Reminder that these meetings are audio and video recorded. At this time, we'll begin with introductions to my far left.
Cameron Times.
Becky Stanton.
Mike Woodlock, Assistant Superintendent.
Anthony Tenarello.
Daniela Thanis.
Ryan McMahon.
Stacy Guido.
Rob Mullen.
Joe Messina, Business Administrator.
At this time, we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. This is our annual reorganization meeting. So the first order of business that we need to accomplish is to elect a new chair for the 25-26 school year. So at this time, I'll seek a nomination for a chair.
I'll nominate Ryan McMahon.
I'll second that.
We have a nomination and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 7-0. At this time, I'll seek a nomination for vice chair.
I'll nominate Rob Mullen.
I'll second.
We have a nomination and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? 7-0. At this time.
Opposed.
6-1. At this time, I will seek a nomination for recording secretary.
I'll nominate Daniela Thanis.
Second? Second. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 7-0. I'm so bad at this. I apologize. Not my wheelhouse right here. At this time, I'll seek a recommendation for a 3-minute recess.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Carries. We're in recess now. 3 minutes. Off and on, we're good. We're back.
All right, welcome back to our meeting. We're going to seek a new nomination for vice chair.
I'll nominate Rebecca.
I'll second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Passes 7-0. Congratulations. Okay, 2D. So there's a series of documentation we need to review. There's the open meeting law guide, email, telephone correspondence. It's in the drive. Executive session guidelines contained in the open meeting law guide dated January 2018. The role of the school committee, and the preliminary discussion of school committee, we'll move on, hold on to that. So those first documents are in the drive for a review, so please review those. 2G, preliminary discussion of school committee subcommittees.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. As we've done in the past, I typically encourage the committee to read the subcommittee descriptions that are available in the drive and try to sign on to 2 or 3 that you'd be interested in serving on for the next upcoming year. What we'll do at this time, though, because we will not meet again until August, we will keep everyone in their current role. So we have Rob and Bert as the single signers. If anything were to come up for capital asset, Tony and Ryan are the representatives for that. And we'll just kind of keep that status quo until the August meeting when we make those recommendations. I would just ask that you get something to me in the next couple of weeks of your top 2 or 3 choices. And again, we'll try to disperse it as evenly as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will seek a motion to approve the May 27th, 2025 school committee minutes and the May 27th, 2025 executive session minutes. The executive session minutes not to be released at this time.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 7-0. Citizen time? See none. Correspondence?
Not at this time, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Personnel? I will leave this to you, Dr. Flanagan.
Okay, so notification of resignation, Mr. Tucker from TM Middle School, 11 years of service. Thank you, Mr. Tucker, for your service. Notification of new hires for 2025-2026. We have Kristen Coretta at TES paraprofessional, Adam Constantino, TMS THS band teacher, Sataiwa Dua, TES paraprofessional, Jason Faulkner, TMS custodian, Morgan Gallant, TES classroom teacher, Julia Masada, TES integrated preschool teacher, Tricia Matarazzo, TES paraprofessional, Julian McCoy, TES classroom teacher, Ethan Parker, TMS science teacher, Jack Richardson, TES second shift custodian, Lucas Ross, TMS THS theater teacher, and Ann Wall, TES paraprofessional. Those are our new hires. Continuing down, Mr. Chair, staff attaining professional status. We have Bethany Shudo, Nicole Bernard, Taylor Morash, Vincent Papagiorgio, Evan Hermanson, Erin Rubito, and Erica Guerreri. Additionally, continuing down, staff renewals who do not yet have professional teaching status are Emma Calabro, Jenna Cardeline, Holly Connolly, Cody Face, Vanda Foster, Jasmine Kramer, Michaela Merksmer, Caitlin Moran, Sydney O'Neill, Ashley Pellegrin, Kyle Pratt, and Samantha Roy. And that is all the staffing we have at this point.
Thank you. Share the success. Cameron?
All right, for the elementary school, as we wrap up the end of the 24-25 school year, we are so impressed by the incredible learning, growth, and social emotional development we've witnessed in our students. This year has been a tremendous success. This week, we look forward to celebrating our 5th graders with a week of fun activities planned. It's a wonderful opportunity to honor their accomplishments and prepare them for the exciting transition to the new middle school, which they are so excited about. Our move-up day is scheduled for Friday, June 13th. We'll also wrap up the year with our annual barbecue, the PTO's first annual color run, and music, of course, with DJ Steve. For the middle school, all 3 grades went on an end-of-the-year field trip this year. On Thursday, we are having our annual field day, as well as the 8th grade dance from 6 to 8. The moving on ceremony takes place from 6 to 7 this Friday. Last Wednesday, there was a meeting for 5th grade parents with the middle school administration. Teachers are also getting excited about the move to the middle school as the crates for moving arrived on Monday. A lot of congratulations for the high schoolers. Congratulations to the class of 2025, as this past Friday graduation was held. It was a great night, and we are extremely proud of all our graduates and wish them the best. Congratulations to the June Students of the Month. Hopefully I'm saying all these right. Sedona Fedderson, Amelia Johnson, Joseph Malik, and Hadassah Olayed. This week, students in grades 9 through 11 will be recognized during WIN at the Celebration of Excellence. This includes academic awards, as well as other awards such as core values, commitment to learning, and others. Congratulations to sophomores Miley Preventure and Colby Times for attending HOBie, a youth leadership organization at Bentley University last weekend. Congratulations to the softball team as they have reached the MIAA Division IV State Tournament Final Four. They take on Uxbridge in the state semifinals tomorrow at 4 p.m. at Worcester State. Good luck, girls. Thank you to everyone that came out for the annual Tiger Pride 5K trail run. Your support is greatly appreciated. And finally, thank you to students, family, and staff for a great year. We hope you all have an amazing summer. That's all I got.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I know, pretty good for a first run.
Thanks.
All right, subcommittee update, none at this time. Unfinished business, MSBA update.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we'll jump right into the slide deck. Just a reminder about upcoming meetings. June 25th is our next school building committee meeting. There is no school building committee meeting scheduled for July, and then we get back at our school committee meetings in August 5th. So we'll go to the first slide. Just a reminder about the move calendar for the summer. Will be a very busy summer here. As Cameron just alluded to, the crates have arrived, and the dollies and the crates have arrived. And they're dispersed throughout the middle school right now, so the staff at the middle school is actively packing their classrooms up. We've actually cut off the copiers and some of the technology at the middle school at this point as we get ready for the transition, which all has to happen on the same date. So busy summer for us here, but we're really excited about the progress that's ongoing. As we go to the next slide, just a reminder, this will be, and actually, I'm going to edit this slide a little bit. This will be the access that we have for the campus this summer, in and out through the current entrance of the Norris Road. But that actual line, the red line, is going to come down to where the green is. We will not have the bus loop either. We're going to give the bus loop to Fontaine as well. So it'll be one-way traffic in and out for the bulk of the summer while they do all of the mill and pave and all the work that needs to be done for our parking areas. But if you had the opportunity to look at the cement work in Tiger Plaza, it's coming along fabulously right now, and they're making a lot of progress, and it looks great. And that green line right there, we have 6 new trees already planted out front, and there are new lights up there as well. So really a lot of progress is happening. Let's go to the next slide. Just some of the update that's going on. The furniture assembly and installation has been ongoing. The gym floor, I want to edit that. It's actually like 2/3 complete at this point. That'll be completed at the end of June, at which point they'll come in and take about a week to put all the bleacher system in. Then they'll put the graphics on the wall. The elevator has passed inspection, and right now it's operational, and they're using it to move the furniture and disperse the furniture throughout the school. Stage and cab flooring, that's the only part, if you walked in right now, you'd say this is still a construction area. Stage and cab flooring is going to take a little bit of time because we were waiting for the finished stairs to come in at the heart of the school, and I have a picture of that for you. The heart of the school rail system can't go in until the stairs are in as well. So those stairs have just gotten placed. They're finishing some soffit work above it right now, and then they'll install the rail system. So a couple pictures for you right here. That's the gym floor going in right now. It looks great. It's an incredible amount of work that they're putting into it, but really excited about that. The next picture, you can see the finished stair product is in on the left. We still have temporary rails up on the right. Those won't go in until the stairs are done, the soffit work is done. This is a picture of the really nice epoxy flooring in the STEM lab. That's a dual shared space. One's like a CAD room and one's like an actual workshop room. That's all epoxy flooring down there. And the next picture is just to show proof that yes, furniture is on site and it's actually being dispersed. That's clearly not all it will be in the classroom neighborhood or the classroom, but it's starting. So it's really exciting in that sense. And I think that's all I really have for MSBA. Happy to answer any questions if anyone has anything.
I'm just impressed they're able to keep that gym floor straight for that long of a distance.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I love the furniture. I think the kids are gonna love it. They're gonna love those chairs. They look like moon chairs to me. Like they're gonna love this. This is so good for them.
It's really exciting to see the furniture get out into the classroom, so looking forward to it.
I know that the students were very excited to see the name of the school on the front of the building.
I was too.
Tyngsborough Middle School, like that was a huge step for the kids. They were excited to see it, and it was nice for me to check it out when I got here tonight, so very
That's awesome.
exciting.
Little progress each day. And for those at home who are concerned, if you look right now in the middle of the concrete plaza, you'll see where the foundation is or the granite is placed for the Tiger. The Tiger will be put right back there, and that will be forever known as Tiger Plaza going forward. So that's where that is.
Wonderful.
And that's all I have for MSBA.
Thank you. Teaching and learning, Mr. Woodlock?
Thank you. So I really wanted to highlight something that happened within the past couple of weeks, and it involves our transition as far as our SDI. A ton of work has been done this year, and we have good results so far. We're not saying we fixed any concerns we may have had, but we've had a really strong year as far as focusing on transitions. And I wanted to kind of give a shout out to our THS counseling staff, Mrs. Gustafson and Mrs. Ward. That was part of their own goals, is to aid in that transition for our SDI and do what they could do to make sure it was known what a great school we have here at Tyngsborough High School, but to go a little bit further and say, what else can we do to make sure that kids have opportunities here that they do at maybe some other schools. So one of the things some of the things they've been focused on, we've talked about. They had a junior seminar in February, junior parent night, just to get information out there. They've been doing and organizing a lot of TMS student meetings run by students for potential 8th graders that would be coming here, so that they're informed about what the opportunities are here at Tyngsborough High School, what they can expect. Obviously, these are students that are pretty excited about it. And they've been ongoing utilizing Career Cafe, which is bringing in people from different lines of work. Students can sign up to go and meet with them, talk with them during their wind block, get a feel for, if that might be something that they want to do. And that often involves a lot of our alumni who come back and share their experiences, which is pretty cool. And so for your access, I shared some slides of a couple of alumni that came this past year that was really successful. So, but one thing they wanted to do this year is they started a junior job shadow day, where pretty much every junior in the entire class participated. So it was voluntary, but everyone, with the exception of just a couple, participated. And they did a lot of work to make sure that businesses would welcome students, at least local businesses. But what they really decided to do is this needs to be a learning experience. So the onus was on the students to make some connections out there, something that they might want to do, that they're considering as a potential career, and contact someone and say, like, I'd like to job shadow. And for some of them, that was someone that they already knew, could be a relative or family member. But for some of them, they went way outside their comfort zone and just reached out and found some people that would say, sure, come in for the day. So again, the aim was exposing students to fields of interest. We had a lot of local participation, which was great, including Tyngsborough Public Schools, Tyngsborough Fire Department, Tyngsborough Police Department. And Ms. Gustafson and Ms. Ward really want to make this an annual event, and they hope that they can bring it even further and maybe create real opportunities for internships for our kids moving forward. So they have a long-term plan, but short-term, this was a really successful first day, providing opportunities for our kids to go out and see what it's like to actually be in a business or work with certain industries. And the feedback they got, which was great, was some kids went and like, that was freaking awesome. And some kids came back and were like, I definitely don't want to do that, which is so important, right? Like that's part of, at least in my experience, like I learned what I didn't like, which was a really important stepping stone to getting to where I wanted to be in my career. So, so they sent out these flyers to a lot of local businesses, but it wasn't all about local businesses. We had all around the Commonwealth kids participating in this. So to give you an idea, we're literally over 100 students participating. So this is only just kind of a small sample, but in the public service, I mentioned our local police and fire department, Nashua Police, the state police, Lowell Police, in science and technology, Teradyne, Pfizer, MITRE, education, obviously Tyngsborough Public Schools, but also Chelmsford Public Schools, Lowell Public Schools, UMass Lowell, Northern Essex Community College. Kids spent days in classrooms watching people teach or watching them work in the offices and examining that. Health and wellness, a lot of like physical therapy opportunities, a dermatology office, a neurosurgeon, Boston Med Flight, where kids actually got to like learn how to like do a procedure. They didn't actually do it on people, but they learned those. And that's just a handful. So the list is there for you to check out if you want to check out the whole list. Pretty awesome. And so as part of, our goal is we want to publicize these things. We want people to know what's happening here in Tyngsborough Public Schools. So they kind of put a little social media slant on it too and kind of created a contest, like who can get the most connections or likes by posting, hashtag Junior Job Shadow Day, THS prepares, all those things, or TPS prepares. And this is just a sample of some of the ones that got out there, but there was a lot of traffic about Junior Job Shadow Day, more than they even expected. So great success. I just want to, we have an amazing counseling department here at Tyngsborough High School, dedicated, professional, and willing to do the extra work to do what they have to do for the benefit of our kids. So thanks to Mrs. Ward and Mrs. Gustafson for organizing this, and look forward to hearing more about it going forward. I don't know if I can answer questions, but I'd be happy to take any, as I spent couple hours with them working on this.
We're up to the committee.
I just want to say that I think this is amazing, the Junior Job Shadow Day, and thank you to Mrs. Gustafson and Mrs. Ward. When I went to school, we didn't have something like this. We, and I don't even know if people still do this, we had Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. But you went to work with your parent, and maybe you weren't interested in what they did. But this is amazing that they got to go to all these different places, and like you said, maybe they loved it, and they're like, yeah, that's what I want to do, and maybe, yeah, I don't really like that, and that's important. But this is an amazing idea, so thank you to our counselors for setting this up, and I'm glad to see this is something they want to continue to do moving forward.
I should probably point out, this picture in the bottom left, that's not a real person. That's a practice patient. So, yeah, they weren't just getting pictures taken with actual patients.
Mr. Woodlock, if there's a member of the community whose organization wants to participate in this next year, what steps should they take?
Yeah, they could reach out directly to our counseling department, or if that's a little difficult, just reach out to the main office and they'll connect them. And we'd love to have more participation. It could also promote their business, you know, getting people in there. Maybe, Cam, do you have any insight on this?
On organizations, I did participate. Well, I just went with my dad at the farm, but it was really great anyway. I think getting like hands-on experience rather than like just hearing about it is really helpful. So I loved it, yeah.
Do you think you'll go into the family business?
I don't think so, no.
Good to know, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks again to everyone that participated.
Excellent, great job. 9C, cell phone policy.
You know, kind of a downer. We go from that exciting thing to cell phone policy. Like, I'm sorry about that, but today was my last meeting on the legislative committee for MASS, and it was an update on the cell phone policy and kind of the status of where we are around the state. So if we go to the next slide, what I did was I clipped out some of the information for you. All of this information is in your backup drive, as well as additional information with some qualitative analysis. But basically, you know, today was a kind of our bite at the apple in terms of legislative committee to say we saw the recommendation or the draft language from the Attorney General. Here are things that we're concerned about. We want to make sure BYOD is captured in this. We want to make sure that there is a hard and fast deadline on when these are due to DESI by, if there were going to be a cell phone policy. Most importantly, though, we wanted to make sure that it wasn't a one-size-fits-all policy for every school in the state. We want to get or come to a policy that is a Tyngsborough appropriate policy. So the results right here, as we kind of just go through some of these results, the first one speaks to, you know, the number of districts that have a current policy. The second slide here talks about policies at different level, and I think this one's a little misleading because I think it's almost understood that cell phones aren't allowed at elementary schools. Not that they have a specific policy there, but they just kind of tailored where they geared their policy towards. And the next slide, and this is the one I really want to talk about. This is the one where those people that said we may be supporting a cell phone policy that was conditional. That was specific to, we don't want a one-size blanket cell phone bell-to-bell policy. We know that on the call today that Durfee High School and Fall River High School, they have the Yonder pouches, and they use those. And I think Lowell High has Yonder pouches or some type of pouch system. So a kid would walk into school, they'd drop their phone into the pouch would seal. Then, as they were going through, one of the schools today described metal detectors, there would be like some kind of magnetic thing that would shut the pouch for the entire day. And their phone was to stay on their person their entire day. And at the end of the day, when they went to leave, it was almost like scanning at like a QR station where that would unlock the pouch and they could take their phone out and leave for the day. I don't see that as appropriate for Tyngsborough. I don't think we're anywhere near that. In other places talked about, you know, we have the shoe rack on the back of the door, and the kids put it there, and it's up to the teacher's discretion to say during instructional time that stays there, and if you go to the bathroom, it still stays there. But during passing time and at lunch, you can have your phones out. That's what another school did. So we need to really think about what that looks like. So the bulk of why this 85% isn't a full 85% is because some of those districts were concerned that it was going to be a blanket pouch system, which I would not have supported. Right now, the new the new language specifically leaves it up to local control and school committee input, as well as community input, and some discretion at each grade level, as you see fit for your community. So that's where the cell phone policy is. And the last slide, just so you know, there's some qualitative feedback in there from districts around this analysis, and I think 152 districts responded to it. So it's good information you have as we begin this conversation next fall. And again, the deadline, or the new deadline that's being talked about at this point, is that districts will have a policy in place by December 31st, 2025. So that gives us 4 months to figure out what works for us. But that's kind of where the cell phone thing is at this point.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay. New business, superintendent evaluation. So Dr. Flanagan was presented with his evaluation for the year. So that's complete. I will seek a motion to approve the evaluation for Dr. Flanagan for the 2024-25 school year as presented.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion? All those in
Yes.
favor? Okay.
I would just like to state, as the chair for the last 2 years, you're doing an extraordinary job. You were exemplary pretty much across the board from every one of us, all 7 of us unanimously. We're very lucky to have you in our district, and I thank you for everything you do for Tyngsborough Public Schools.
Agreed. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 7-0.
Mr. Chair, if I can just thank the committee for their confidence in me, and I think that's what it is. And I think part of the reason we're successful here is because we communicate, we talk to each other, we work together, we don't work against each other. And I think it's a collaborative approach in everything we do. And I truly appreciate the support of everyone in this room. And I will say that this evaluation is, to me, is a reflection, direct reflection of the entire central office team. This and the administrative team beyond that. Certainly we're in charge of the direction where we go, but the people who get it done are the building principals and the teachers in the classroom. So I take this, I'm humbled by this, I'm so appreciative of this, but everyone in this district who works really, really hard to do the best they can for our kids, I'm so thankful for everyone in this district, particularly people I lean on every day in central office. Thank you.
10B, regular ed transportation service contract amendment number 1.
Mr. Messina.
Thank you, Dr. Flanagan. So the current contract that we have with D-Bus enables the school committee to enact 2 different one-year options. As part of this contract, the 25-26 school year is option year number 1, which is the 4th year of the contract. It's at a rate of $468 per bus per day. And at this point, I would recommend that the school committee enter into that amendment year and ask the chair to sign any agreements that need to be done.
Thank you. I will seek a motion to approve the 2024-2025 regular ed transportation service contract amendment number 1 of a possible 2 with D bus service, and to authorize the chair to sign any and all related documents.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion?
How much of an increase is that over last year, this current year?
4% increase over last year's.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The 2024-2025, should that be 25-26?
It's
Or-
the amendment to that
For
contract.
that contract? Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 7-0. Finance, Mr. Messina?
Still me. All right. For signing of bills, there were 7 bill warrants presented to the school committee tonight. I do have them all back approved. In your drive is the list of warrant numbers, accounts, and amounts. For signing of payroll, there were 2 payrolls since we last visited this. The payroll of June 2nd, as well as the payroll of June 9th, which you may see is not the regular biweekly time frame. That is actually the what we call the teacher summer pays. When the school year ends, the teachers have earned all of their monies for the school year, but we spread it out over 26 checks and give them 5 checks when they leave for the summer, essentially being their paychecks for July and August. Hopefully they budget themselves accordingly. But you may see a very large number when you go into the drive. That represents 5 teacher payrolls. And those amounts are in your drive as well. For the May financial package, in your drive is the 3 reports that make up the package. The school committee budget at the end of May, the revolving account balances at the end of May, and the student revolving account balances at the end of May. We have the June 1st enrollment, if the chair would like to read.
I would love to.
Okay, thank you.
At the elementary school, we have 731 students, the middle school, 403, the high school, 410, 25 out-of-district students for a total of 1,569 students.
Thank you.
Anything for other?
That's it.
Thank you. School committee discussion. Kim?
I got nothing, really. I didn't know, I thought I was just doing shared success. Number 12 was not on my radar. That's all I got.
That's a fair point.
Congratulations to our new officers. Welcome, Cameron.
Thank you.
All right. And on the job shadowing, I think it was awesome to see that many students as well as a number of businesses that took part in it. Dr. Flanagan, thank you. I've kind of watched you for, I hate to say, a number of years as you came up to the district and came back. You've done an unbelievable job between the middle school, legislative committee, just the day-to-day, the staff. Just thank you for all you do for this community. And congratulations to our graduates. Looking forward to the 8th grade graduation on Friday. And have a good summer, folks. Thank you.
Dr. Flanagan, thank you. Mr. Woodlock, Mr. Messina, Mrs. Lewenzik, Mr. Piper, Mrs. Fairbanks, and all the other staff. We have the most amazing central office. I appreciate how you've built a team that's cohesive and strong and gets it done. So thank you so much for all that you do. You know, there's not enough words to express like just how lucky this district is to have this team. And our kids are benefiting from this. So thank you all. Thank you so much. Welcome, Cam.
Thank
We're
you.
happy that you're here.
Me too.
And just wishing everybody a happy and safe summer.
I'm with Cam. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Joe?
Just echo all the school committee members, thank the boss for his leadership.
Well said, thank you.
I just want to say congratulations to the graduates. I was at the graduation the other night. I always enjoy going to those and seeing the kids graduate, and seeing the video that they do with all the pictures from when, you know, growing up and going through the grades. That's always fun to see. I hope everyone has a really nice summer. The teachers, the staff, the students. I hope the students enjoy these last few days of school and all the fun activities that I already know some of your teachers have planned for you. Thank you, Dr. Flanagan and central office. It's kind of amazing behind the scenes to see how smoothly everything goes, and I don't know that you always get the praise that you deserve because we don't see what goes on, but thank you for that. And good luck to the teachers moving to the new middle school. Thank you.
I'll jump on the thank you, Dr. Flanagan and the central office staff bandwagon. I mean, like Stacy just mentioned, it's interesting to see the other side of the curtain sitting on this committee that you don't necessarily see out in the community. There's a lot that happens, and if you know, the grandfather clock is the whole district, you guys are the gears that make everything else run. So just thank you for everything that you do. I also want to thank the Tyngsborough Police Department for doing copsicles with the 5th graders today. Report was it was lots of fun and berry blast push-up pops or something were delicious. So, thank you for TPD for doing that every year. I've had 2 kids now do it, and it's just such a fun, great activity and way to connect to the community. We truly are lucky to have SRO Gustafson over the last couple of years, and so just thanks for that. And have a great summer. Be safe.
All right, congratulations to the class of 2025. Good luck in college or whatever career you decide to go in. Another great year for our teachers, our staff, our custodians who probably don't get the recognition that they deserve. Thank you for keeping our facilities clean and neat, and what you're going to do this summer to keep them that way. Good luck to the students, and I look forward to our opening of the new middle school in August. Thank you.
So 11:30 on Friday, there wasn't one chair in the gym set up for graduation. And the amount of work that they put in that last minute push to get that set up for graduation was incredible. So kudos to the high school administration, facilities department, custodial department, and high school main office who was in there helping and putting flowers out, and the tech department for the work that they did to broadcast. We did test the microphone before graduation. I know people think we didn't. We did, and it worked well. So we're going to have some conversations about how we can do that a little bit more smoothly next year. But great graduation. Really happy about that. Summer's coming up. We have all kinds of events this week. I want all of our kids to have a great summer. I want our staff to come back rejuvenated and ready to go for next year. It's been a great year to date. The year is not over. We need our softball team to go out tomorrow and dominate and get another win. And we're looking forward to hear how that goes. So go Tigers, let's go.
Yeah, so again, congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you, Dr. Flanagan and staff, for another tremendous year. Cam, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
I'm also looking forward to the moving on ceremony next week. And yeah, let's go Tigers. I'm really excited to get back to the championship game this year. So if you need me, I'll be in Worcester State tomorrow afternoon.
No pressure, girls, let's go.
I'm seeking a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? That carries 7-0. We are adjourned. Have a good night.